Hey everyone, what's going on? Vin here from the AndroidAction.com. Here today, I'm going to talk to you about a ROM that I've been trying out for a few days now. I've been on the same ROM for seems like forever. Finally flashed a new one the other day. Looked really cool, and wow, is it awesome. I'll tell you about it more in the review. It's called Axis. So let's get it started. Alright guys, so here we go. So like I said, this is called Axis. It's ran off of the Samsung TouchWiz, but it doesn't really look like it has a lot of torques and stuff, or tweaks and stuff here and there that really makes it kind of seem like ASOP. But you can tell in the long run that it does have Samsung inputs inside of it. But we'll go into about phone. Show you here. It is running Android 4.1.2. This is build AxisM. What happens when you go to install this ROM is you do get to customize it yourself, pick your personal preferences of apps, so it does have the customized installer. So this is what I ended up choosing. This is kind of my setup here. I didn't choose a lot of different apps. I chose kind of stock apps and then installed the stuff that I use on a daily basis, obviously. So you can see up here you have your your toggles. So you have Wi-Fi, GPS, sound, rotation, Bluetooth, mobile data, blocking mode, power sync, all that. If you do have motion, so you can do all the Samsung motion things, as well as the whole won't shut off if you're looking at the screen deal. Has that as well. Go here into tweaks, and you can go in the Axis hub, or you can update, get themes, get certain applications, mods, all that kind of stuff. Really cool. You can design the interface, so you can mess around with the status bar, change the colors of the icons, change the color of the clock, all that sort of things. Date and time. You can decide where you want the clock. You put the clock in the center. You can put it off to the side, how I have it. You can show AM and PM if you want. I don't. You can set the size of AM, PM. You can do small, show it, and it'll be really small. Actually kind of like that, so I'm going to keep it. Then you can do show date. That just makes it look way too big up there, so I just choose not to. So then of course you have your battery bar, so you can choose your height of it. You can do animation mode. You can do all sorts of things with that. And then you got your Pi launcher. I don't use this, so it's not my forte, but if you're into this thing, you have it. And then you can do advanced, so you got exposed frame rate and all that stuff. Not my forte of messing with things, but you can go into functions. So you can go to TouchWiz launcher. You can do the launcher rotation, so you can also do scrolling wallpaper instead of fixed wallpaper. Headphone shortcuts. You have phone, so you can see all the features you can mess with. Phones, call and end delays, income, call and answer colors, all that stuff. Blocking mode. This is basically, you can block every sort of contacts. So you can disable, notification, disable incoming calls, disable LED indicator, all that stuff. The cool thing though is you can set it so if you want to disable all calls, but an emergency happens and your girlfriend's calling you, or something like that's going on, you can set it so certain people are allowed to get through your block, which is cool. So then what else we have on here, the folders look cool, so they kind of have a neat animation. That's one of the really cool things I do like about this ROM, is the animations are really smooth, very cool. The only thing that kind of stinks is, when you first download it, after a day, they kind of feel like they take too long, even though they do look awesome. So what I did is you go into developer settings and you go transition scale. You put 1.5 times, Windows animation scale 1.5 times, and animator duration scale 1.5 times. So, or not 1 point, excuse me, all 0.5 times. Any event. Basically what that does is it makes it go faster. It makes it easier, less time consuming, but it still makes it look very nice and neat, and makes it look very cool. The clock comes with it. I love that clock. I don't know about you guys particularly, but I'm in love with that clock. I just think it looks really cool. So very nice ROM, very smooth. Battery life is pretty phenomenal. Yesterday I ran about 13 hours before I got to 20%. 20% is usually kind of when I consider my phone to be dead. So at about 20%, I was at about 13 hours from when I pulled it off the charger. So that's really good in my opinion. So it does run really quick too. I mean, there's little to no lag throughout the phone. Text messaging is cool, whatever. It's the ASOP text messaging. You have a little bit of mods you can do with the text messaging app. You can set your text limit and all that kind of good stuff. But I believe so you can use a dark theme if you want. There's a few templates in there that you can download, as well as supporting emojis. If you can get send reports and read reports and stuff like that. Of course, you can manage your home screen just like TouchWiz originally. Delete screens and all that. So this is my setup. I really enjoy it. I'm very pleased with the ROM. I think I'm going to use it as a daily driver. I haven't found anything that's broken. I haven't found anything that's glitchy. It's very solid, very stable ROM. I really recommend it if you're still on the Verizon Galaxy S3. In any event, try it out, download it. I'll leave a link for the download in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. New videos coming out every week. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Message me if you have any questions or concerns, or if you have any apps you want me to review. Let me know. Like this video if you thought it was a little useful and it helped you decide on the ROM. With all that being said, I'll let you guys go. See you in the next one.